Gina from HauntedFlower.com and HauntedFlowerReviews.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing Farscape, the complete series. And that's the only thing I'm going to review in this video because there's a whole lot of it. This is 4 seasons, 88 episodes, 20 discs, 68 hours, 6 minutes, plus extras of content. What exactly is Farscape? Well, it's a sci-fi series that ran from 1999 to 2003, and it was one of the first Sci-Fi Channel original series. It stars Ben Browder as John Crichton, who is this astronaut scientist guy who in the first episode gets caught in a wormhole and ends up in this crazy far side of the galaxy where there are aliens and all sorts of stuff he's not familiar with. He is our normal everyman through which we, the viewer, can view this crazy world, because if there wasn't a human from our world in it, none of it would be unusual, right? So he's there to comment on how weird things are, like helium farts. Also on board the ship, you have a really pretty blue priestess. She is the calming force on the ship. Whenever everybody else is freaking out and doing crazy things, she's the one bringing everyone back together, being the mothering force. You have crazy Carb Dargo guy. Look at him. He's got all this crazy creature makeup and a big old triangle nose, and he's like a fighting guy. He's got a crazy temper, but he also has a sensitive side, and he does not like either of the humans at first. The series really tries to find its way in the beginning. They're on like a prisoner ship, and the last character I'm going to mention here, this is Erin, and she's played by Claudia Black, and she's the only other human that's on this ship. She was born to be a peacekeeper, which sounds like a really great thing, but as soon as they figure out that she has spent too much time with this guy in the first episode, they basically disavow all knowledge of her and want to kill her. So he saves her life and makes her come back on board with them, and they fly around the galaxy together where they sort of develop some chemistry and have a little bit of a relationship. But it's one of those relationships that has lots of problems because they're both fiery and have tempers and they set each other off. And so they get together and apart and together and apart throughout the whole series. This show is really unique because it is such a creature showcase. There are so many crazy Jim Henson-like puppets and animatronics and all sorts of creature makeup, like things with a bunch of mouths coming out of their face or a baby with 4 eyes, all sorts of crazy weird stuff. If you imagined it, it's on the screen. And it's a really amazing looking show. It has really great special effects. And although it starts off kind of slow, getting the ball rolling, trying to figure out what type of show it is, it really grows into a much more engrossing show. It becomes a little bit darker, a little bit more mature as the series goes along. And I think it turned out really well. It had a big following, and they actually planned for a 5-season series, and it ended at season 4. And unfortunately, what the writers decided to do was, well, we'll just end it where season 4 ends, which is not a satisfying ending by any stretch of the imagination. If they'd ended it 1 minute earlier, it may have been okay. But no, they're like, oh, well, this is the sort of thing we're going to do. And it made them look kind of like jerks. It made them look like, well, this is what you get for canceling our show. Hi, Harley. And there was even a big, like, Save Farscape movement and all this stuff. And a lot of it goes into detail in the extras, and there are lots of extras. The best extra of all is actually on the very last disc, and it is Memories of Moya, which is the name of the ship, an epic journey explored. This is a brand new documentary. It features like almost all of the cast and lots of the crew just reminiscing about the experience, and they talk about it season through season, how relationships changed, how characters grew, and just kind of what their story was. For example, like Erin being kind of divided all the time between what she wanted to be, if she wanted to go back to her normal life or if she wanted to start a new one, etc. There's also a feature on the 2nd season, which is Farscape Undressed, and this is a apparently hard to find long set after like behind the scenes special. This was really cool because it's hosted by Ben Browder and Claudia Black, and you can tell they have a lot of chemistry when they talk about their characters. They talk about the romance. They talk about the cool sci-fi and special effects going on and the creatures. And it was a really nice feature. Everything is a really great feature on here. On season 3, there's a feature where it has, bless you, where it has the producers and they talk about like an episode by episode progression of season 3, where they just explain where the ideas for each episode came from and the writers, and oh my gosh, it's crazy good. Besides the features, that barely scratches the surface with what's available here, because you also get, besides all these documentaries and features, you get little featurettes on villains, visual effects, and the Save Farscape movement. There are 31 audio commentaries, which is remarkably thorough. There are deleted scenes, director's cut scenes, alternate versions of the season 2 premiere, which is pretty cool. And there's video profiles and behind-the-scenes interviews with so many different cast members, tons of them. All the main ones are on here. Some of the featured ones, like featured villains and stuff, are in here. And then there's original TV promos and much, much more. There's just so much here, and I thought it was kind of a cool series, and it's a shame that it didn't actually get to go to its full 5th season so you could see where they actually wanted everyone to end up, but it is what it is. And if you are a fan, or think you could be a fan, if you like sci-fi series, I think you should pick this up. Or maybe rent a few episodes on Netflix and then pick this up. It looks really fantastic on Blu-ray eventually. In the beginning, I'm really disappointed because it is, you know, the boxy, not widescreen, full frame for a while, but eventually it becomes a cooler picture. And the actual new documentary is in HD, so that's cool too. And you get to spend time with the blue girl when she's not being blue. She's actually got like long blonde hair and stuff, which is cool. So thank you for watching my review. Harley wants to watch some more of this right now, and I'll see you next time, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye. For more reviews and to find out about free contest giveaways, go to hauntedflowerreviews.com. My reviews are also available as a podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews and subscribe and leave us feedback and comments. Our store is hauntedflower.com, where we specialize in fantastic licensed apparel from movies, TV shows, video games, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower and Twitter at haunted_flower. If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.